Camera rolling? Good. Okay. So, hi, my name is Kristen, as a lot of you already know. Something that has been playing on my head a lot lately. Or, well, not really lately. I mean, I kind of stopped thinking about it for a while, because I was trying to focus on other things, but I've been especially thinking about it earlier this year when I was in Toronto. I guess a whole lot of factors play into it, like the COVID outbreak, who's in politics right now, like Justin Trudeau and Trump and all that other stuff, but I've had this vision for a while now, like a perfect world, or it still wouldn't be perfect because perfect doesn't really exist, but like I've thought of a time and a place where there would be peace among this earth, almost like heaven on earth, or in the Bible, like the Garden of Eden, something like that existing, and how that is possible to have something like that, kind of like your own little paradise amongst us. And I can see how that could work, how that could, how we could make it happen. But it would take a lot of us to form a movement to make something like that happen. And I don't want to say no work and just play, because that, I guess it's a matter of perception. Like when I was a kid, I'll give you an example. I used to think of work as something boring that adults do, they feel obligated to do. And they have to do it, and it's painful to do it. That was my view growing up. But as I got older, I not only came to realize that that was a false perception. I mean, it can be true in some cases. Some people hate their jobs. But other cases, people love their jobs, and that's why people often say get into a line of work that you actually enjoy doing, so you're not wasting your time, sort of thing. And so now I'm trying to think of work as something not boring, but you can put work and play hand in hand, and work doesn't always have to include, going off to pay your bills, going to the office and stuff, but it can be like something outside of something like that, like something governmental based, or whatever, like, I mean, what I'm doing right now could be classified as work, like, stuff like that. But this vision that I have is more or less brings people together as a unity to form something great. And along that greatness could come with like a lot of peace, because there would be less stress, there would be less worry, there would be more carefree stuff going around, more opportunities, like good opportunities for people, and less crime. And just, I had it so well in my head, like a couple months ago. I'm trying to think of exactly what I was thinking about and how I formed the solution of how that could work. But I can see it, and it's so nice. But one thing's for certain, I started writing almost on a daily basis the beginning of this year, trying to I'm formulating something where this is concerned, and so I'm going back to my notes, so I kind of have it in there a little bit. But here's an example. I heard, or I know from somewhere, that the internet is supposed to be free, it technically is free, yet we are paying these companies, for example, all of this money every month just so we can use the internet. Okay, I'll use that as an example. Electricity can be seen as that, that as well, because you look at the sky when there's a lightning storm, there's electricity in the sky. It's like, clearly, the clouds aren't paying something to fucking make this lightning, just as an example. But yet we are paying an electrical bill every single month, and where does that money go? In the end, it's pretty much just being passed around, And if you can't make your bills, your friggin' heat hydro or whatever gets cut off, which is really kind of dumb. I mean, I suppose that's why people have solar panels or stuff like that, so then they make their own electricity and whatever. I mean, now I just sound like I'm rambling, but like, just a little bit of an insight of my thoughts on this whole thing, how I can see how different the world could be if we as a people decide on this kind of a change. But to get to that point, like anything really, it would take a lot, and it would take more than one person to come together to do something like this. And I think eventually, I don't know when, because I have to put myself in order first, become a little more stable, especially with my situation right now, before I can possibly start a group or something like this, where this is concerned. And I think it would just be great, but yeah, just a little bit of an insight of not like less work, more play, but like where the work perception becomes a little different, and work and play are hand in hand, or sometimes one, or they are kind of one. You can turn your work into a playground. You make it fun, but it's not the kind of work that we're really doing right now, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I will be formulating this a little better later, and I'll be making a different video with more of a clear view of my idea. If anybody has any feedback or anything they want to say regarding this video, feel free, comment or message me or whatever, and just share your thoughts, ideas. Yeah, so I just wanted to share. Talk soon.